Sometimes you're not at the studio and you need to get some work done at home or you're traveling. Obviously, you cannot haul your Atmos rig with you. Apple's AirPods Max to the rescue! In this video, we'll look into first how to set up using the Logic Pro Dolby internal renderer, and we'll also discuss some caveats you should be aware of. Before we begin setting up, let's make sure we are connected. I know some of you will mention connecting the AirPods Max with a cable, which is doable, but there's a caveat I will go into a little later. Here are AirPods Maxes. This cable's just charging. Put them on, and it shows up in sound. Here we are, Pat's AirPods Max. All this stuff off. You don't want the noise cancellation. You don't want the transparency. Okay, just regular headphones. Okay, don't mess with the audio. At least that's what I do. So off. If we go to our settings and we'll go to audio, you'll see input device, Dolby Audio Bridge, output device, Pat's AirPods Max. And we are basically ready to play. We're all set. Another cool thing is if you have set up another device to be the input and output, the I/O, when you connect AirPods Max, Logic Pro will ask you if you want to switch to the AirPods Max as the output device, which you can select OK and move on. So very, very quickly, let me show you how easy it is to switch this project to Atmos, right? You go to Mix. I know you can't see the menu, but it's the Mix menu. Dolby Atmos. We choose the sample rate here, 48 kilohertz. Spatial audio, Dolby Atmos. This project will be converted to 7.1.2 surround for mixing in spatial audio. Okay, so now we're in Atmos. Here's our renderer. Here's our Apple renderer with personalized spatial audio. Here's our Apple renderer with head tracking, standard spatial audio profile, and our Apple renderer, head tracking, personalized spatial audio profile. I have set this up, so this is available. So when I choose this, I will be listening to the Apple renderer, spatial audio, with my personalized spatial audio profile. If I want to compare to how my mix would sound in stereo, then I can choose the stereo version here, right? 2. This is for binaural, see here, and this is for the speaker system, but those are fold downs. So you will listen to the stereo fold down, the 2.0. Okay, and another quick thing since we're here, these are all surround, so basically the bed. If you want to switch any of these into an object, you just select this guy, right click, and choose the 3D object panner, double click, and here you are in the 3D object panner, right? So this is mono right here. If you want to switch that to stereo, the channel mode, you can switch it to stereo. So now you have the stereo, and you can go in and play with your panning, do all that kind of stuff. Easy peasy. Now, let's look at some caveats. Yes, and that cable one. AirPods Max play audio in the AAC, Advanced Audio Codec. Basically, MP3s with better highs. While the codec itself can play up to 24-bit 96 kHz, it is still a lossy compression format. Unlike ALAC, Advanced Lossless Audio Codec, and its Bluetooth implementation is at the relatively low transfer rate of 250 kbps, which provides better stability. Regardless, any Bluetooth connection is not lossless. Our friends at Audio-Technica have a nice resource on Bluetooth codecs, and I will put a link in the description below. So, what about that cable? Yes, you can connect the AirPods Max with a cable. Basically a DAC, digital to analog converter, that will most likely, I'm not an Apple engineer, go into another DAC on the headphones. But the AirPods Max will play lossless audio at 24-bit 48 kHz, but not in Atmos. Sorry, you can play Dolby Atmos spatial audio only through the lossy Bluetooth connection. Now, whether or not those differences are audible to the general listener or even to the professional audio engineer is beyond the scope of this video. What I do when not at the studio and need to get some work done is use my laptop and my AirPods Max to do some session prep and editing and maybe even start experimenting with Atmos panning. Don't forget that with the AirPods Max, we can have all the goodies, such as a personalized HRTF, head-related transfer function, and head tracking, which I would not have with a pair of regular headphones. As for the quality of the audio, not planning on making those delicate decisions when not in my professionally designed, gorgeously acoustically treated control room at the studio. The binaural fall down of the first stages of my mix on the AirPods Max with head tracking and my personalized HRTF will be just perfect. And if you'd like some more info on Atmos in binaural, you can watch this video right here.